A live look at Max Defender 8 radar as a strong cold front is forecast to move through the Tampa Bay area. Could bring some severe weather later on this afternoon. We're live with your forecast and everything you need to know here in the Tampa Bay area, as well as to feature your questions here live on WFLA Now. Hey there, everybody. JB Buno here with you live with Max Defender 8 meteorologist. And let's bring in Max Defender 8 meteorologist Lee Spann as well in the center of your screen. Hey there, Lee. Okay, the entire team here on your screen to talk about the weather that is heading our way in the hours ahead. So we have hashtag Hey Amanda. You can use hashtag Hey Lee, hashtag Hey JB. First and foremost, wherever you're watching from across our social media platforms, tell us where you're watching from and do so with hashtag Hey Amanda, hashtag Hey Lee, hashtag Hey JB. Give us a little mini forecast. Tell us what you're seeing outside your front window. But let's send things over to Lee for the very latest. What do you got here on Max Defender 8, Lee?
You know, we've been heralding this storm system coming in on Thursday for days now. So this should not come as a surprise that we're getting a lot of rain on this Thursday. But just a couple of hours ago, we were issued this tornado watch. You see it in the bright red here for every county: Citrus, Hernando, Pasco, Pinellas, Hillsborough, Polk County, Manatee, Sarasota, Hardee, DeSoto, and Highlands County. Now, what a tornado watch means is that there is the potential for a strong enough storm to possibly produce a tornado. So what we will definitely see some strong thunderstorms, even if they aren't tornadoes themselves. And the reason is this cold front right here. That's what's leading to the stronger storms on their way. So that's why it's a watch. You want to watch out for what's coming later. And this is pushing pretty quickly toward the east. Now, out ahead of that, we've had some areas of rain that have pulled out of the Gulf from the south and west. And finally, Polk County, you've been the one area where I haven't really seen rain today until about a half hour ago. Davenport, Haines City, a couple of lightning strikes there. Lakeland, you saw some rain around the Polk Parkway. This is all moving to the north and east. It'll be heading toward the Orlando area. And then farther to the south, Sebring, Wauchula, Arcadia, Lakewood Ranch, you've seen a couple of batches of rain. And what we said, and we have been saying, is that the rounds of rain will continue until you get that main line to push through. So what a warm front has lifted over us. That's why we're getting those warm, humid conditions, kind of breezy out of the southwest. And then there's this cold front, the line of thunderstorms, and that's where we have the potential for the strong to severe, possibly tornadic activity. It's cloudy, it's muggy, it's breezy, almost a quarter of an inch of rain so far today at the Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa. But look at the water here in Tampa Bay, really already churned up with that south wind coming in at 13 miles per hour. So as that front gets closer to us, we're going to keep the rain chance at about 90%. Basically expect some rain between now and about the middle of the afternoon. Here's an interesting thing, though. On a lot of occasions, when a cold front sweeps through, we immediately drop the rain chance. You see it clearing out. That is not going to happen with this. Notice, even behind the front, 7, 8, 9 o'clock this evening, we're still dealing with passing showers. It's going to be cool and there won't be any severe threat, but rain may continue. And let me explain why. So this morning so far, we've seen these kind of patchy showers pushing in from south to north. By 1 p.m., okay, now here comes the cold front. So this is where you're going to see the majority of any severe weather starting in our south and our northwest counties like Citrus and Hernando. And then by 2:30, we're talking about it being right along the I-75 corridor, basically from Hernando County all the way down into Tampa. Then we get that cold front to move farther to the south. And by 4 p.m., some of the heaviest rain is in Polk County, Highlands County, Hardee, DeSoto, Manatee, and Sarasota. Look what's happening behind the front. The winds come switch direction out of the west as opposed to the south, but that's coming right off the Gulf of Mexico. So what's going to happen is it's going to bring in moisture. So notice it's not heavy rain, but it's kind of consistent off and on light showers all the way through Saturday. The good news is the severe weather threat is going to end as soon as you get that first line to come through. So Citrus, Hernando, and Pasco, I think after 2 p.m., you really don't have much more of a threat of severe weather. And of course, right now on the I-4 corridor, that severe weather threat will continue until 5 p.m. because that's when the cold front passes. And it's going to take you until a little after 7 p.m. to get rid of the severe weather threat in places like Highlands County and southern portions of Sarasota. Between now and the time that the evening comes, we're going to pick up some rain. Now, it's not going to be a huge rainmaker because it's moving so quickly. So what this graphic shows is how much rain we could add up during the day. And so just notice these blue shadings here. That's an inch of rain. So anywhere from a half an inch to an inch, I think, is pretty widespread. But there may be some pockets, especially up maybe in Citrus and Hernando County, closer to where that front initially comes on shore, that may see 2 inches, and there could be some spots where you see 2 to 3 inches of rain again. And if you get under one of those isolated pockets, it could lead to some quick street flooding, although it should not last very long. What is going to last, the rough boating conditions. And I'm not talking about just today. We're talking about bad, windy, gusty, rough conditions on the water through Saturday. Again, as those strong winds come off the Gulf. So today, southwest winds at 20 knots. Obviously, you don't want to get out there with the storms. And even if it's not stormy, it's 6 to 10 foot seas. Small craft advisory currently in effect, and a high surf advisory going into effect later today. So behind the front, thankfully, it is going to be a little cooler, but it's going to bring those gusty showers and those sprinkles through Saturday, and that rough boating condition through Saturday as well. But, all right, we have some great weather coming our way for Halloween, which also means perfect trick-or-treat weather. It's going to be a little cool Sunday night, not too hot, low humidity. We just have to get through the next couple of days where it's going to be a little bit on the rainy side. So you see the rounds of rain today and a high of around 81. Tonight it is cooler. We're dropping down into the upper 60s. Strong winds coming out of the west, and those lingering kind of passing showers. Notice it's a 20% chance tomorrow, and it's still a 30% chance, especially in the first part of Saturday. Look at Sunday, man, what a payoff, right? 78, sunny, low humidity. That continues through most of next week. So I'm going to send it back to you guys because we're going to focus back in on the storms that are out there right now.
Max Defender 8 meteorologist Lee Spann with the latest, including what we can expect for trick-or-treating weather. Back here with you live on WFLA Now with Max Defender 8 meteorologist Amanda Holly. And Lee, if you'd like to come into the center of the screen here too, we're going to go rapid fire through some of these questions, and we'll try to ping pong back and forth between Lee and between Amanda. Let's just kind of go through them. We have 10 minutes here with Lee, and we've got maybe another 12 to 15 minutes with Amanda, so we'll try to get through these as quickly as we can. Elisa Vieira, hashtag KJB, watching from St. Pete. Lee saying right now it's gloomy, excited for the cold front though.
I think a lot of people are. I mean, we often talk about the fact that we get this cold front. There's sort of one cold front during October that really changes us into fall, and we think this is going to be the one. So as opposed to the past couple of ones where it'll cool down and it warms right back up, this one's sort of changing us for the general future.
Let's get to the next one. Thanks a lot, Elisa, for your comment. Let's get to Lauren Gengel joining us. Amanda saying rain off and on in Palm Harbor.
Yeah, so far that's what we've had this morning, but as we head into the early afternoon, that line that is kind of approaching our coastline right there, yeah, that's going to come in, and it's going to be another round of rain for areas like Palm Harbor, especially right along the coast. It's not going to last incredibly long, maybe an hour or so. You're going to get some heavy rain, some gusty winds, and then the cooler weather will slowly trickle in tonight.
Mary Niemeyer for you, Lee, hashtag KGB. I'm from Seminole in Pinellas County, saying no rain there just yet, but that could change, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at this line there. And I'm surprised they haven't, because Pinellas County has seen some rain already this morning, but everybody's going to get in on it between about lunchtime and 5 p.m.
Hashtag Hey Amanda from Jennifer Couture. Hernando County and Spring Hill and Hernando County, windy right now over there.
Yeah, windy even outside of the rain. Notice it's not raining in Hernando County right now. It's going to be gusty even outside some of these storms. It's going to stay windy tomorrow and into Saturday as well. But as the storms move in, that's when we're kind of concerned about the threat for the potential for some of these storms to become a little stronger.
Yeah, Lee pointing at it right there. How about this one coming in from Christina? Hashtag HJB, she's joining us from Port Richey. A little cloudy, raining earlier this morning, but so good so far. What about Port Richey, Lee? Well,
yeah, everybody's going to see at some point a stronger amount of rain. And, we actually do need the rain. I mean, October was exceptionally dry. So I know a lot of our lawns needed some rain. So this is, in the short term, it will be beneficial. So expect a heavier downpour. Hopefully, we keep everything below severe limits, and certainly no tornadoes, although that tornado watch does go until 5 p.m. But we could use the rain, and again, we'll pick up anywhere from a half an inch to an inch by the time this whole thing is said and done.
Again, if you're just joining us, meteorologists Amanda Holly, Lee Spann joining us on WFLA Now. Want to feature some of your questions and comments. Tell us where you're watching from. Use hashtag Hey Amanda, hashtag Hey Lee, or hashtag HJB. We'll feature your question or your comment, or give us a mini forecast. What are you seeing outside of your front door, outside of your front window? Let's get to this next one. Just came in a moment ago. It comes from Essie Hollinsworth. For you, Amanda, hashtag Hey Amanda. What about Fort Myers? Worry about the eagle's nest over there in Fort Myers.
Evan Harriet, right? Yes, As the front kind of moves through, it is going to be weakening as it makes its way into central and south Florida there. And I'm not as concerned about the severe weather for Fort Myers, but there's still going to be the gusty winds even outside of the rain. So we'll be watching for that, but it's not going to be as strong as it's moving through the Tampa Bay area.
And the Eagles know how to take cover.
Yes, they do.
They are equipped for what's heading our way. Let's get to this one from Bonita Best, hashtag HAB St. Pete, just north of downtown, just gray skies right now, Lee.
And all of this is going to change. We had some little pockets of rain like this one moving through Polk County now kind of come through. We did have some downpours earlier in Pinellas, Hillsborough, Manatee, Sarasota, Pasco County. So everybody kind of had some passing morning showers. And we knew that was going to be the case. We call those discrete showers because they're not really attached to the main line. They're just, you can almost count them here like they're isolated. But everybody's going to end up getting at least one big old downpour. My advice to most people is if you're going to work, if you're at work watching this, you know, you may want to have packed your lunch because around lunchtime is when we're going to start to really see the conditions go downhill and you don't want to have to walk to your car. So that's kind of been my PSA is bring your lunch to work so you can just sit there and watch the storms.
I forgot lunch today, so I'm in a little bit of a conundrum. I got to figure something out. Yeah, it might have to be an extra DoorDash tip there if they're coming in the rain.
Yeah.
Steve Shug, hashtag HAB, Hudson, Florida on the beach side. Amanda, what do we say about Hudson?
Yeah, I was just reading. He actually commented again saying that it's windy, clouds are moving quick. Is there potential for water spouts? And yes, we've actually seen a warning already issued this morning for north of our watch area, if you will. For Dixie County, there was a water spout, likely water spout that moved on shore up there. So certainly water spouts are possible. We could see a couple of isolated cells, if you will, develop out ahead of that main line that we'll be watching for some water spouts. And within that main line as well, we'll have to watch for the chance for those to develop.
Kristen Diamond, hashtag HAB, a very specific question, Lee. What are we thinking it'll be like around 3 o'clock near Madeira Beach?
Okay, so here's the Madeira Beach area. Obviously, we're only talking about this line of storms that, right now, maybe 30 to 40 miles off your shoreline. This is moving pretty quickly. So I think your worst weather is going to be between about noon and 2 o'clock. So it might be getting better by 3 p.m. And when I say getting better, I mean the threat for severe weather will be going down. But you could still get cloudy, gusty, rainy conditions even through the evening. So thankfully, if you're trying to do something at 3 p.m., you're close, but I think for the most part that severe weather will have pushed a little bit to your south, but rain could still continue for whatever plans you had going on at 3 p.m.
Let's get to these next ones coming in. Again, 5 more minutes with Lee, maybe a couple more after that with Amanda. Let's just try to go as rapid fire through these as we can. And how about a lot of questions coming in about Apollo Beach, Amanda? This one from Amanda Barrett, hashtag KGB. What's Apollo Beach looking like?
Right now, conditions aren't too bad in Apollo Beach. You did have a downpour making its way through about an hour or so ago. Conditions a little bit drier at the moment, but again, that line of storms is going to pass through early this afternoon, if not right around noon. There's a live look at Max Defender 8. You can see that line that's offshore. That's going to pass through Apollo Beach as well. You're going to expect torrential rain, some gusty winds within that as it passes.
Let's get to the next comment, and thank you for that one, Amanda. Susan Kammerer, hashtag KJB, Lee saying that she's in Largo, and it's a little windy in Largo right now.
Yeah, and it's only going to get windier. And for Susan, the windy conditions, they're going to be the worst when this initial line gets to you, which again, along the coast of Pinellas County and in the central portions of Pinellas County, this could be anywhere from about noon until 2 or 3 o'clock today. But it's still going to be quite windy even behind the front. You may notice it's windier behind this initial line of thunderstorms continuing through this afternoon, tonight, Friday, and Saturday. We're still talking about close to 20-mile-per-hour sustained winds behind this front for a good 48 hours.
Gail Williams, hashtag KJB. This comment just coming in, watching from Lakeland. It just finished raining there, says Gail, Amanda, in Lakeland, in Polk County.
Yeah, I mean, Lee zoomed right on into that downpour, that thunderstorm that was kind of overtaking Polk County a little bit there. But yeah, that thunderstorm now making its way off to the northeast. It's going to dry out for a little bit. Stay on the gusty side. You can see I-4 there right in the middle of your screen. Yep, Lee, and he's pointing right there between Polk City and Davenport. All of that moving off to the northeast. It's going to dry out for a little bit. Winds will stay gusty, but then that main line's going to come in and bring some more rain.
Let's just stay here with this and just go right over from Kelly Cameron here in the comment section, #HJB. Winter Haven, Florida, raining lightly, some thunderstorms there in Winter Haven.
And probably, since she wrote that, it probably has gotten a little worse because we've already seen some lightning strikes there, again, pushing into the eastern portion of Polk County. And again, this is already, the heaviest of the rain is already beginning to move out of Polk County. So you write that comment, this stuff's been moving so quickly, by the time you finish writing the comment, things can change very quickly. And we're going to see that happen as well when this line arrives. It's going to go from being not too bad to really bad to not so bad, and then better and better and better as far as the rain is concerned. So conditions are going to change quickly no matter where you are as this system makes its way through.
We're going to say a short farewell to Max Defender 8 meteorologist Lee Spann, who you'll see, of course, coming up in a few minutes on WFLA News Channel 8, our 11 a.m. newscast here. Any final observations, Lee, before we let you go? Well,
we knew that this cold front was going to be coming, and we, a lot of times, we tell you the timing could be a little off, but we've been telling you pretty much for the last couple of days that this was going to be a sunrise to sunset event, and that's exactly what happened. Around 7 o'clock this morning, we started seeing those showers coming on shore, and when now the worst weather is going to come through right in the middle of the day. So if you can just hang tough wherever you are in the middle of the day, if that's at work, if that's at your house, try not to do any errands during the middle of the afternoon. Let these storms pass on through, and then that way everybody can stay safe. And even if we get a tornado warning, you'll be able to get those sent right to your phone with the Max Defender 8 app. We're going to bring it to you on TV. If anything does happen, you're safe inside as these storms roll through here in the middle and the early afternoon hours.
Max Defender 8 meteorologist Lee Spann, catch her coming up here on WFLA News Channel 8. Coming up here in about 19 minutes from now, your NBC station here in Tampa Bay. A few more minutes with Max Defender 8 meteorologist Amanda Holly. Amanda, let's just go rapid fire. You ready to just go through as many of these as we can? And let's just get caught up with where we are. Kelsey Badger. #KJB, will this affect the Lightning game tonight?
I'm assuming puck drop around 7:30 this evening. Not expecting this to affect the Lightning game. The severe threat will be over in Hillsborough County by 7 p.m. this evening, which is good news. But again, keep in mind, it's going to stay gusty, and we'll keep the chance for some light passing showers in the forecast.
All right, Stephanie Dudley, #HeyAmanda. I'm in Lakeland. It's been raining on and off, kind of gusty at times there in Lakeland.
Yeah, those gusts, like Lee said earlier, are only going to get stronger as we head through the afternoon, and we could see even higher gusts as the storms pass through. You just had that thunderstorm move over the Lakeland area a few minutes ago, but we've got another round of rain on the way this afternoon.
Amy saying here, #HJB, or asking here rather, what does Dunedin look like around 2 o'clock today?
Dunedin around 2 p.m. is going to start to dry out right after 2 o'clock. I think by 3 p.m. in Dunedin, the severe threat is over. The heaviest rain will be over, and we'll just be dealing with some of those light showers this afternoon.
All right. Thank you a lot for that one, Amy. Let's get to Sky Johnson. Using all the hashtags is Sky, #HeyAmanda, Lee, JB. Could we see flooding in Weeki Wachee?
If we see flooding, Sky, really anywhere, not just for Weeki Wachee, at this point, it would only be brief. We actually need the rain in a good amount of the Tampa Bay area, so if we see a downpour come through and it dumps a lot of rain in a short amount of time, we could see some brief localized flooding on the roadways, but it'll clear up pretty fast.
All right, let's get to one for you. Maggie Rodriguez saying, #HeyAmanda, Lakewood Ranch, any possible tornadoes there in Lakewood Ranch?
Yeah, you see the red box on your screen there. That is a tornado watch. That means that the ingredients are there. We don't have a tornado imminent at the moment, but the ingredients are there for a tornado to form. So tornadoes are possible. You have to have a way of staying informed this afternoon as this line of storms moves through.
Mel Hutchison, #HeyLee, #HeyAmanda, watching from the Highlands of Scotland. Yeah, wow. Sunny, but only 11 degrees in Scotland. It's going to get colder and cooler this weekend, but not that cold. Nowhere near that cold.
No. It'll be nice for us here in Florida this weekend. Highs in the 70s.
Stephanie Dudley, #KJB. Does Polk have any tornado warnings right now? And as I understand it, there's no tornado warnings right now. A tornado watch, but no warnings issued for the Tampa Bay area.
Correct. The watch just means the ingredients are there. Warnings means that the threat is imminent. There could be a tornado on the ground. No warnings are in effect right now.
A few more minutes here, everybody. A couple more with Max Defender 8 meteorologist Amanda Holly joining us, everybody, here live on WFLA Now. And so this is really the very last call for any of your hashtag HeyJB or hashtag HeyAmanda questions and comments here. Stephanie, thanks a lot for yours. And let's see if, looking here, they're coming in pretty quickly. And
yes, they are.
Let's get to Maria Arroyo, hashtag HeyJB. Any flooding in St. Pete when the kids come out of school? Yeah, picking up kids from school, pretty obviously important. What's the weather going to be like around that time of day?
Yeah, the 1 to 3 time frame when you pick up those kiddos from school today, it's going to be rough in some areas with that line of storms passing through. You're going to have to watch for that localized flooding. Again, it's not going to last very long, but if a thunderstorm is over you as you're trying to pick up your kiddos, that's going to be tough. You know, be careful of the lightning for sure. It's also going to be gusty winds.
I love when we get a nice, friendly good morning from a commenter like Heather Buchanan here, hashtag Hey Lee. Good morning, y'all. And she put a sunflower emoji in there. Winds are just starting to pick up in Holiday, according to Heather.
Only gonna get gustier throughout the day, Heather, and they're gonna stay breezy through Saturday.
I love these next two coming in from Daniel and Laura. They're different, but let's go to Daniel first. It was for Lee, hashtag Hey Lee. How fast is this storm?
So the actual line of storms right now moving between 35 and 40 miles per hour, pretty quickly toward the coast here. You can see the individual storms, they're kind of drifting off to the northeast, but then the actual line itself is moving closer to the coast. So we are going to kind of quickly pass these storms through the Tampa Bay area, and it's not going to be an all-day rain event. Obviously, it's dry in most spots right now, but the storms, as they move in, the heaviest torrential rain isn't going to last very long.
We got a YouTube audience and a YouTube question coming in to everybody there on YouTube. I see Alan and Mike and Walner and Carl and Armchair Man Tracker. I love the names there on YouTube. We got a YouTube comment coming in here in just a second. But first, let's get to this one, the one I was just talking about, and it comes in from, it was from Laura, right? Where is it? Oh my goodness, this comment queue. Here it is, Laura, and I love this too. Hashtag Hey JB with the A. Hey. St. Pete Skyway. Got to talk about the Skyway here and impacts there.
Yeah, you know, we are going to see some gusty winds. I don't think that we're going to see sustained winds for a long period of time over 40 miles per hour, which I believe is when they shut down the Skyway. But briefly, there could be sustained winds over 40 miles per hour as that line of storms moves through. So if you're hitting the roads early by midday, I mean, anywhere between now and about 3 p.m., make sure you kind of watch those signs as you're driving up to it.
I'm very jealous of Mike Pellegrino on YouTube. Very jealous of you, Mike, because you say that you're going to be at the Rolling Stones concert.
My mom is too. I got a few family members going this weekend. Friday, tomorrow, yeah.
I had an invite, and then it kind of, it was before the pandemic when they were coming, and then it got postponed, and then that invite kind of changed because dates changed, and I'm so,
other people
Mike,
could go.
And to Amanda's mother, it was your mom, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very jealous. But Mike Pellegrino on YouTube, and hello to everybody there on YouTube. Hello there, everybody. Hashtag HJB question. What's the forecast for the Stones concert Friday night at Raymond James Stadium?
Mom texted me this morning, too. What's it going to be like tomorrow? The Stones concert, really not going to be an issue here. It is going to be breezy. It's going to be cool. I would bring at least a light jacket. I mean, for me, I don't like the cold. I'd probably bring more than a light jacket. And I can't rule out a couple of passing light showers, but certainly no severe weather.
All right, super rapid fire. Now we're going to go through them as quickly as we can to finish out the comment queue. Michelle Ramirez, hashtag HJB. Will there be heavy rain in Tampa between 2 and 4 o'clock?
Yes.
All right, Patricia Ramsey, hashtag HJB, hashtag Amanda. How far north will the possibility of tornado watches go? I'm in South Carolina.
Yeah, the Storm Prediction Center has that slight risk kind of all the way up through at least the coastal Carolinas this afternoon. So kind of stay aware to your local news station there in case a warning is issued for you.
Stephanie Hickman, hashtag Hey Amanda, hashtag Hey Lee. How will Clearwater look today at 3 o'clock?
Clearwater is going to be drying out by 3 p.m. I think the last of the severe potential will be moving through Clearwater at about 3.
All right, 4 more here. D, hashtag Hey Amanda. How's it going to be in Spring Hill?
Same sort of story here. Conditions improving after about 2 p.m. in Spring Hill, D. The severe threat will be kind of coming to a close at about 2 p.m., but the light showers are going to continue to stream in off the Gulf.
Rihanna, hashtag HJB, lots of Halloween festivities this weekend. What's the weather conditions for tomorrow night, that being, of course, Friday night? That's the Stones concert. What temps can we expect?
No severe weather here, but temperature-wise, it's going to be turning cooler. We're talking about temperatures dropping into the 60s, so we are going to have breezy conditions and cooler temperatures. both Friday and Saturday.
Last two, Karen Scarborough, hashtag HJB. What will it be like around downtown Disney? Downtown Disney going to get any severe weather?
Yeah, so right now, actually downtown Disney raining very hard with that thunderstorm over the Orlando area. But these lines of storms are going to make their way through Orlando, downtown Disney this afternoon, probably between 2 and about 5 p.m.
And the final one is perhaps one of the most important ones. You know, we didn't talk about Tampa International. Hashtag Hey Amanda from Rainberry here. How about the airport? Expected to fly out at noon. Will the rain be gone? If you're flying out around noon or even 1, 2 o'clock, what's it going to be like?
You may get out of there at noon. I don't think you're going to see any canceled flights. You might see some short delays while the heaviest rain. That's my alarm going off for the midday show here coming up. But the heaviest rain could delay a couple of flights there while the pilots kind of wait out the gustiest winds. I don't think we're going to see any cancellations, though.
That alarm going off on Amanda's phone means that she needs to run, everybody. We'll have more coverage coming up after the midday show. So this afternoon, more live coverage, more of your comments as these storms get a little bit closer to the Tampa Bay area. As they hit, as they arrive, we'll be live here on WFLA Now to break down exactly what we're seeing. If there's any tornado warnings that get issued, any severe weather threats here, particularly in the Tampa Bay area, we'll let you know about it here with Max Defender 8 meteorologist Amanda Holly and the rest of our Max Defender 8 team. Catch Amanda Holly, everybody, coming up on WFLA News Channel 8, your NBC station here in Tampa Bay. And for the latest, it's on WFLA.com and the WFLA app. We'll be back in a couple hours, folks.